Hello, everybody. How are you? It's Jennifer. Uh, Glad to see everybody. I am actually just winding down from dinner. I actually had a few people that came over, but I just ran into this other room and made sure I am here for your hangout because I wanted to share with you uh, an opportunity that I was inspired to offer to a select group of people. And I really wanted to just talk to you about the motivation for me doing what I am doing, the opportunity that I'm presenting, and how it can really help you
Hello,
to.
everybody. How are you?
Oh gosh, I'm getting background.
Jennifer. Glad to see everybody.
Okay, I had to like put myself on pause. I'm opened up in another window, so ignore that. Okay, and I'm sipping wine. It's after 9 o'clock, so I can sip wine tonight. Okay, so what I'm doing is offering an opportunity for people who are interested in really having success online and not just spinning their wheels endlessly, but those people who are really serious about moving forward in their online business. Maybe you have an existing online business and you've been spinning your wheels trying to be successful in what you're doing, or maybe you're somebody who has been pondering starting a business online or has been looking for a way to make additional income but hasn't been sure how to do that. I am extending an offer for those people, just like yourself, to be selected to be personally mentored by me over the next 30 days to receive a $500 to $2,000 weekly income, or if you follow my instructions and do exactly what I say to do, and you have not gotten that type of result, then I'm going to refund you your investment plus an additional 50%. So I think it ends up being about $230 something. I don't know. I'm not good with math on the fly, but literally you're going to make your investment back plus an additional 50%. So this is something that I'm really excited about, and wanted to just kind of talk to you and share with you a little bit about my personal motivation for this. I literally have well, I'll back up. My background, for those of you that are not familiar with me, my background is actually in real estate, in the real estate and mortgage industry. I was actually a real estate broker as well as a loan officer for almost 8 years. I'm originally from Los Angeles, and that's before I moved here to Atlanta. And during that time, I was extremely passionate about real estate. I lived, breathed, and moved in real estate. And what really motivated me, I got into the real estate industry because I wanted to be financially free. I wanted to, be able to make unlimited amounts of income and not have to just be told by my boss that I could only make a certain amount of money for all the effort that I put in. So I went on that journey and became a real estate professional. And although I technically had the freedom because I was my own boss, I really didn't, at the end of the day, I didn't really have the freedom because I became a slave to income, or to trying to make a certain amount of money. Just like so many people out there, the more money that I made, the more money that I spent. And I think that's a very familiar phenomenon for most people. And as I chased that never-ending carrot of, more money, thinking that that was going to be the ticket to my, so-called happiness, I really was working 10, 12-hour days. I wasn't able to really enjoy my life the way that I desired to. So although I was making a lot of money, I really wasn't personally fulfilled because, what's the difference in making a whole lot of money if you can't really enjoy it? And that's kind of the dynamic I experienced. And so it wasn't until the real estate market crashed in late 2006 and my income came crashing down with it that I had to make some very serious and quick decisions about what I was going to do. And it was at that point that I started to realize that although I thought I had created freedom for myself, I really had just started another job. As they say, like, people who haven't really mastered how to be self-employed and move from a self-employed person into a true business owner, they basically have a job with a bad boss. Because, if you're the boss and you can't move away from your business and have your business operate on your behalf without you actually trading your time for dollars, then all you've done is created another job. And so it wasn't until that time when my income came crashing down and I'm thinking, I had it made. What was funny about that period of time for me was that, psychologically, I had become so used to having money. I literally had hired a financial planner and didn't even listen to my financial planner. I literally, always thought, I was making so much money, I thought the money train was going to last forever. And I literally went out and bought a condo here in Atlanta without even talking to my financial planner about it. I told her after the fact because I specifically knew that if I told her what my plan was, she was going to try to talk me out of it. And I just knew, she doesn't know what she's talking about. I'm making all this money. It's going to continue that way. All these different things. So I really had let all this stuff get to my head and really warp my whole sensibilities. And of course, when the real estate market crashed and I had that wake-up call like, ooh, maybe I should have listened to her. It was kind of really after the fact, and you can never say it's too late, but it was some hard lessons learned that really didn't have to go down like that. And so I ended up in the online marketing space as a result of really stepping back and trying to figure out how I could become a true business owner, and how could I start to leverage other people's efforts so that I could start earning passive income for myself without having to trade time for dollars. And what had happened is after I moved here to Atlanta, a few months after that, I actually had a good girlfriend of mine's mom who approached me. She gave me a call one early evening and asked me if I would come over because she wanted to show me something. And so, I didn't really know what was going on, so I went over there. And as it turned out, I was thrown into a network marketing presentation. And, like so many other people, I was just like, oh God, what has happened? What the heck is going on? Because I had such a bad taste in my mouth about network marketing. My vision of network marketers was people running after their friends and family, trying to convince them to do something that they truly didn't want to do in an effort to, create income. And it wasn't until I sat down in that presentation and I really understood and listened to the concept and what he was trying to relay that, the model started to make sense to me. So I ended up joining this network marketing business, and as it turned out, I failed absolutely miserably. I, was throwing up on my friends and family, just, hey, you need to check this out, get in now, and all this, all the rah-rah and all the crazy stuff that people do when they're not properly trained and don't really know what the heck is going on. And so it came to that point where, my friends and family was not like really falling for the okie doke, and they weren't coming by, just come by for some drinks or something. Like, no, she's trying to ambush me into a presentation. So literally, I recognized that I had messed that whole situation up, and I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. But I understood that the model of being able to make money not just based on your own individual efforts, but also on the efforts of other people, was a long-term model that really would provide freedom, and I understood that. So I went online and started trying to research how I could start building a business on a network marketing business online. And as I did that research, I came to understand that there was like this whole new space that I had never heard of, the online marketing space. There were literally people who were making, you know, 100, 200, thousands of dollars per day promoting different things online, and they were making, you know, just making a ton of money. So as I got into that space, I just got into research mode, and I started, you know, going here and buying product, and, you know, buying system and this system and that product, and, you know, just trying to figure out how to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. So I was constantly on that hamster wheel of just trying to, you know, figure things out. And as I did that, literally, I know my first couple years, I literally spent tens, when I say tens, I'm not exaggerating, tens of thousands of dollars trying to figure out how to be successful online, because there's so much hoopla, and there's so much rah-rah, and there's so much, you know, of this hype out there. You know, you don't know who to follow. You don't know what to believe. There's so many different things that are thrown at you, and literally you could, you know, you can go bankrupt just buying a bunch of tools and systems and services and all these different things in an effort to try to make money. And so as I have gone through that process, and actually got into the space where I'm also helping other people to create financial freedom for themselves using the internet, I know all too well what the majority of people are dealing with in that space, because not too long ago I was there. You know, I was chasing after the dream, doing, you know, all these different things, but I couldn't figure out why I was not having the success that I wanted. And it wasn't until I went on my own personal spiritual journey and had a variety of different people that appeared in my life to kind of point me in the direction towards success. Because what a lot of you out here who are watching this video probably think is, you know what, if I can just get that magic system, if I can just get that secret formula, if somebody will just tell me what I need, you know, what switch I need to switch on in order to really be successful, then everything will open up. But the truth of the matter is that that is only a small portion of the equation. The biggest factor in your success online or in anything else in your life lies up here. It lies in your mindset. It lies in your personal belief of your own worthiness, and, you know, whether you believe that you truly can have the success that you say that you want. But unfortunately, the majority of us really don't believe in ourselves. We've been taught, you know, from the time that we're, you know, in kindergarten, nursery school even, that, you know, on a certain level, you know, somehow, some way, you know, there's something wrong with us. We're not tall enough. We're not smart enough. We're not pretty enough. We're not, you know, it's something we've been taught that, you know, if only you can change your hair, you can change your, you know, your makeup or whatever. You can change these different things about you, that somehow now you will be worthy. And because of this subconscious programming, you know, we basically come to a place where we self-sabotage ourselves so much. Most people don't recognize, this is actually, there's actually a book that, and I don't have it with me, it's in my other room, but I want to share it with you, because literally, I'm a big reader. I'm really, really big into personal development, because I know that that is really the most important aspect of success in any area of your life. But there's a book called Billionaire, and gosh, I'm drawing a blank on this author's name right now. But this book is literally, it's become my new favorite book. I just started it about a week ago, and it is absolutely phenomenal. But what he talks about in this book, and it's a concept that I've heard in various venues, but I like the way he kind of broke it down. This is how our subconscious mind works, and the reason why you may not have had the success up to this point that you say that you desire, or that you've been working so hard to get. This is how it works. Your mind, basically, you can liken your mind to a space where there is a file clerk, and your subconscious mind is basically the equivalent of all the things that you see and experience in your environment, all the different things that are taking place around you that you're not consciously aware of. Most people don't know that literally our subconscious mind takes in billions of bits of information per second. So if your mind literally took the time to try to analyze and break down each and everything that is happening at any given time, you would go freaking crazy. That's just a lot of information. To just give you a perspective, our conscious mind only translates like 1,000 or so, I forget exactly, but it's like 1,000 compared to billions of bits of information per second. So your subconscious mind is very aware of so many things that are going on in your environment, while your conscious mind is only tied to specific events and situations that are tied to an emotional response. So let me give you an example. The way that he defined the mind is like you have a file clerk in your brain. And as stuff occurs in your subconscious mind, the file clerk just takes that bit of information and throws it on the ground in this file room, which is your brain. So, you know, as you're watching this video, your subconscious may be taking in the fact that there is a family photo of the Obama family in back of me, but your conscious mind may be concentrated on what I'm saying. Your subconscious mind may be picking up the fact that you know, there's another photo or whatever, and it's taking that bit of information and it's throwing it into a pile on the floor of this room. On the opposite end of the spectrum, you have your conscious mind, and your conscious mind basically takes the bit of information that you receive and it files it away into a file cabinet. So as things that hold a truly emotional response are filed very quickly into a file cabinet for easy retrieval. So let's just say when you were a child, your mother was constantly telling you that, you know, you're not as smart as your brother, you're slow, you're never going to amount to nothing, you're just like your dad, or whatever the case may be, something negative that was constantly told to you. What your brain does is it takes that information and it files it into that file cabinet. And because more than likely what was told to you is tied to an emotional response, that information is put into a filing cabinet for easy retrieval. So the next time, so let's just move this forward. You're now an adult, you're a responsible person, and somebody presents you with an opportunity to become financially free in order to, to follow a system in order to achieve the success that you say you desire. And what happens is your subconscious goes back to your file cabinet and says, well, you're stupid. You're not, you're just going to be just like your deadbeat dad. You're not as smart as your brother who's a brain surgeon or whatever. So that's how the brain works. And how our subconscious mind works is that it is all about protecting us. So your subconscious is never going to allow you to be put into a situation that puts you at emotional risk or ridicule or whatever. So you're going to act on the programming that you have filed in your filing cabinet, and you're going to sit back and you're going to sign up for something. You're going to get started with an online business. You hear all about it. You're excited about it. You're hyped. You know, this is going to be the big breakthrough. You know, you are super, super excited. And the next thing you know, you look at the information and you start to get overwhelmed. Oh my gosh, I don't know anything about this. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. I'm not smart enough. I'm not, I don't have enough money. I don't have enough connections. I don't have all these different things. And so your subconscious starts to replay all this programming, and it sabotages you from taking the actions that are necessary in order to achieve your success. And so what happens there is, because you don't take the action, of course, you don't get the result, which means that it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And it keeps you on that endless merry-go-round and that endless, that wheel of just going around and around and around in a circle, doing the same things over and over again, expecting to get a different result. And that's where the majority of people are. And they can't figure out why they can't have that big breakthrough. And so me understanding all of this and putting all this stuff together, I literally have seen just an amazing amount of people that I know personally. I literally have had a number of personal friends, people that I truly care about, people that I've been connected with like my whole life, who have approached me about helping them to start an online business. And they, some of them have gotten started. Some of them, their subconscious won't even allow them to take a step in that direction. They know that they cannot stand their job. They literally are about to have a nervous breakdown at their job. They don't have enough time or energy to devote to their family. And they don't know, they're on this hamster wheel and they don't know what to do. I give them a blueprint of how they can escape that path, and their subconscious sabotage it. Before they even get started, it's sabotage. That'll never work. I can't do it. All these different things. One of the funniest things that people say oftentimes is, well, how much money do you make, Jen? How much money have you made? And I don't have a problem telling people how much money that I make, but I think it's actually hilarious, because the subconscious mind wants to sabotage you so badly that it tries to relate what somebody else does to what you do, when in actuality, what somebody else does has nothing to do with what you do. If you truly believe in your own success and your own abilities and your own determination to make things happen, then it doesn't matter what anybody else does. At the end of the day, the money I deposit into my bank account doesn't do anything for you. It only, it helps me out, great. But, asking me how much money I make doesn't make you make that money. Okay? So what you need to understand is that if anybody under the sun has had success with anything, then you can have success with it. There is no difference between you and Bill Gates. There's no difference between you and Donald Trump. Maybe they had a different type of background. Maybe they, got presented with certain opportunities that have not presented themselves to you as of yet. And I'm going to try not to get too extra deep with this, because I can really, really get deep with it. But at the end of the day, we are all tied together. We all have the ability to do great things in life. And so really the only thing separating you and the next person who has had tremendous success is your own personal belief and your own personal determination in order to be successful. So what I am doing, because this is something that's been kind of troubling me, because I understand, like, even myself, I've gone through this process. You know, it took me a long time to figure out this component, this one missing component of why I wasn't having the amount of success that I knew I should be having. I literally was doing everything that I knew to do. I was literally having leaders approach me and tell me how amazing I was and how I was a fantastic marketer, all these different things. But I wasn't having the financial success that I felt like I should be having. And the missing component was the mental aspect of it. You can learn all the technical things under the sun, but if you don't have the mental belief in yourself and your own worthiness, ain't nothing gonna happen. There's nothing that's gonna happen. So what I'm doing, this is something that is very, very, I'm very passionate about, and it came to me in my sleep last night that I wanted to reach out to a select group of individuals who are serious about creating an online passive income over the next 30 days. I want 5 people who are dedicated to their own success, who are ready to take this journey and do what needs to be done in order to be successful. And I wanted to make this a situation where it was risk-free. You know, if you literally follow the steps that I'm saying to follow, if you do you follow the system that I'm outlining for you, and you don't achieve any success, you don't start to create a massive passive income for yourself, I will give you your investment back. That's how confident I really am in what I'm saying and what I am presenting to you all right now, because I really, really understand that it is all a mental game. The money game is all a mental game. And if you can trick your subconscious mind to believe in your success, and I say trick, I will say condition, it's not really a trick. If you can condition your subconscious mind to believe in your success, to where you actually are motivated to take action, even though you're scared, even though you don't fully understand everything, even though, you know, other people may not have had success, even though, you know, all these different things that you may tell yourself in your mind, if you can condition that subconscious to take action anyway, you're going to have success beyond your wildest imagination. Literally. And it really is about who is ready to throw off their excuses, you know, dismiss the pity party, the poor me, the, you know, if only my parents had this amount of money, if only I had been able to go Ivy League college, if only my spouse wasn't such a drag, all these different things. If when you can finally release all of that storyline, and I'm sorry, I keep licking my lips. My lips are dry. I should have put some chapstick on before I started this webcast, but so excuse me. If you can release your story and just take action anyway, then you are going to achieve massive, massive success. So what I'm doing, I'm not going to keep you all night with this webcast. I really, really just wanted to do an overview so I could educate you all about what I'm doing and the opportunity that I'm presenting to a select few people. Literally, I'm only going to select 5 people to personally work with to assist them in uh, creating a $500 to $2,000 weekly income online. Okay? What this mentorship is going to entail, I'm going to start exclusive webcasts that are only for these 5 individuals. I'm going to have daily personal development exercises that you are going to start doing that's going to help you to train your subconscious mind for success. And you're going to have accountability. So we're going to actually have a situation where you're going to have to report back on the activities that you've taken for the day. And I'm not going to chastise you. I'm not going to babysit you. I am literally going to say, email me what you did and just a log. Email me what you did. And it's going to be up to you to do it. You're going to know in your own mind and your heart whether or not you actually took action or not. You're going to know whether or not you did what you needed to do in order to be successful. And at the end of the day, you're gonna see the result or you're not. Success literally is not it's not like some big, explosion of confetti and suddenly, you're just walking around and then suddenly you're successful. It literally is a journey. It's the things that you do on a daily basis. And, so many of us just think that, one day we're going to get that magic pill. We're going to get that secret formula. Somebody's going to let it all out the bag. They've been holding out on me. All these successful people, they're just keeping the secret to themselves. The real secret is that, number one, they take action. And number two, they program themselves for success. And the way that you program yourself for success is you start to visualize and start to identify exactly what you desire and take steps on a daily basis to get there. The majority of people have no idea what they want. They have no idea what they really desire in their life. The majority of people, if you ask them, what do you want in your life? What is your goal? What is your long-term goal? Half the people will stare at you with a blank stare. They have no idea. The other half may say, you know what, I want to be really rich. Or I want to live in a big house. Or I want to drive, a Mercedes. Or I want to drive a Bentley or whatever that situation is. But then you ask them, okay, well, what color Bentley? What color Bentley is it? What is the interior like? What features does it have? Have you test drove a Bentley, or have you gone to a Bentley dealership to sit in this Bentley? What kind of car, what kind of house do you want? What does this house look like? What are the features of the house? What does it look like when you walk into the house? What does it smell like? What are the features? Where is the house? Half the people they have never even thought about it. So when you think about, you kind of got to liken it to going on a journey without a map. You just head out of the house and you just say, you know what, I'm going to go on a journey. And you just start driving. And you just drive and drive and drive and drive, and then you're like, well, damn it, why haven't I got there? It's like, well, you don't know where you're going. You have no roadmap. So the biggest component is identifying, first and foremost, identifying what you want, identifying where you're trying to go, and once you've identified where you're trying to go, or where you are going, shall I say, not trying to go, where you are going, taking action on a daily basis to get there with a focus. Now, for those of you that, you gotta excuse me, I need some wine because my throat is dry. For those of you that may not have ever read the book Think and Grow Rich, in that book, Napoleon Hill talks about the power of a mastermind. And basically what a mastermind is two or more individuals that have come together with similar goals in mind, who are supporting each other, providing feedback, and helping each other to achieve their goals. And so what we're going to do over the next 30 days is create a mastermind, a small mastermind group of like-minded individuals who are truly focused and passionate about becoming successful in an online business and creating a passive income. And like I mentioned in my emails and my promotions earlier today, this is going to be an opportunity that's not open for everybody. I literally cannot just accept you because you knock on the door. I'm literally putting together you have to be accepted. And I'm going to ask you why you want to participate in this mentorship. I'm going to ask you, a couple of, it's not going to be deep. I'm not going to, ask you to write a dissertation or anything, but I am going to ask you some specific questions that are all about uncovering if you are truly ready for the success that you say that you desire. So what I want to do is actually let you know, if you are interested in participating in this exclusive mentorship opportunity, what you're going to need to do is send an email. And I think I'm typing it in here, but you may not see it. You want to email me at Jen, which is JENN, at Jennifer, JENNIFER, D as in David, Carroll, CARROLL.com. Just send me an email saying that yes, I am interested in the mentorship opportunity. And once you do that, I will send you back. It'll probably be 3 questions. Nothing too major. You won't, explode your brain trying to answer them. But I definitely want to get an idea of how committed you are to this process, because literally I'm not trying to work with people who need to make money. There's a lot of people that need success. They need to pay their bills. They need to, take care of themselves. But I'm really wanting to work with those people who have a deep, burning desire to change their life and to be successful and to do whatever needs to be done in order to create a massive shift in their lives. So if that's something that sounds like you, definitely make sure you shoot me an email, and you will have the opportunity to see if you qualify to be in this mentorship program. I'm only keeping this open for the next 48 hours, so by Tuesday, actually a little bit more than 48 hours, by Tuesday at midnight, I will have selected my group for this opportunity, and we're going to be moving forward. So that is it. I hope that just some of the gems that I shared with you have got your wheels spinning, and if you really feel like you're ready to make this change, definitely email me and let's get you going. I really, really am passionate about helping people to break through. And, there's no reason to blindly go through the motions and, go through all of the challenges that somebody who's already been there and has done that has already been through. I can show you how to navigate around that so you can get exactly what you desire. So that's it for tonight. Definitely look forward to connecting with you all. Share this video with a friend if you know anybody who is serious about learning how to create a passive income online. And I will talk to you all very soon. You have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Good night.